Good morning, fellow option traders. This is Jeff, and welcome to the daily scan for Wednesday, July 16th, 2014. All right, yesterday's announcements. Retail sales missed, but the rest of them were pretty much in line to slightly better than expected. Today we have the producer price index and the rest of these announcements, which I'm not going to read them for you. You can read them yourself. And then Janet Yellen speaks again at 10 a.m. So we have a bunch of gold stars today, which could be market affecting as well. Okay, let's take a look at what is going on across the big ponds. Right, in Asia we're kind of mixed to almost flat, and in Europe heavily bullish over there today. Don't know why. Don't see anything about any sort of truce or any sort of settling of differences in the Middle East or anywhere else, but apparently the Europe markets seem to like whatever's going on. Okay, I think that's it for that. I think that's all I wanted to look at there. Okay, so futures here are looking like as though they are going to gap up, so they're looking pretty bullish. Gold is recovered some of its loss. It's still below 1,300, but just barely, and oil is hanging right around $100 a barrel. All right, let's take a look at, we're only in Chipotle right now, and yesterday was a devastating day for two reasons. One is the underlying did pull back slightly, not really all that much, in line with, it's not like anything really bad or anything like that. So we're looking pretty good with this strike down here at 560. But look at this IV percentile. We are at 73%. We have earnings coming up. So what happens? Go to the Analyze tab here. And I've said it before, and I'll say it again, and I wish I would listen to it myself. As IV increases, it gets harder and harder to get this line to pump up so you can get out early. So it is affecting our short strike is increasing because it's closer to the money than the long strike is increasing in IV faster than the long strike is, so that is why this gets pushed down. So I've been thinking about this, and I've mentioned it before, and I should have known better than to get in this particular trade, or at least stay in it as long as I did. I should have gotten out last Friday when it was profitable. It's still sort of profitable now, but not looking good at the open this morning, apparently, because we're looking at, well, it's almost impossible to tell here what it might open at, because the bid and ask is $125 wide. How about that? At least at this time of the morning. So I'm wondering, if I think this through, would a debit spread have been better than a credit spread? That is the question. Because a debit spread, the long strike is closer to in the money than the short strike. So we might just be looking at that over the next couple of days during earnings season, when I don't really want to do a whole heck of a lot of trading in equities, where I would much more prefer to stick with indexes like the RUT and SPX and NDX, in my case anyway. ETFs, whatever, would be good choices during the earnings season. So right now we're looking at $10 profit on this, whereas last week it was almost $200 on Friday. Dummy, I should have gotten out. Forgetting about the increase in IV and what it's going to do to my position. So that's a lesson that we all learn, and I will be talking more about that hopefully, over the next week or so, maybe coming out with a separate post and video on that. To do some back testing and see what it comes out to be. Alright, let's just get started right off the bat here. We know we're only in Chipotle, so we'll just run through our A+ list and see how quickly we can get out of here. Okay, Apple's heading down to our target, but we're probably not going to do anything there because of earnings. Amazon may be lining up for another entry, but here is my concern, and that is earnings. And of course the increase in IV. So I'm probably not going to, if I see earnings in the next week or so, week and a half, if I see earnings out here before this particular line right here, not touching it. Not going to touch it. Okay, Baidu. So maybe we'll get through the list fast. Earnings coming up. Celgene. Earnings coming up. Chipotle. We know that earnings are coming up. No use in covering that. Costco. We were looking at possibly doing something in Costco yesterday. It was on our 20 Delta watch list, and it didn't give us a hook. But so we're still interested in that. So let me just slide that over just a tad here. Okay, second day into that one. Take a look at the Dow. Yeah, a new high yesterday on DJX, and a nice pullback. That's all I can say. Gold, probably not going to do anything in gold. But now it's well below our cost basis. Google, don't really have anything more to say about gold anyway. Google, we have a target set down here, but we have earnings coming up this week. They like to announce after the market on Thursday on expiration week. So this is monthly expiration, and their earnings are sitting in there. So what are we looking at here? We don't have an expectation. Okay. So we're just taking a pass on that. LinkedIn. I don't see earnings out here. Yeah, we might be able to do something on LinkedIn. We're still on a rise here, but now we're above the 50%, so we might consider one to the downside, and might make it a debit spread just to see if there's a difference. All right. NDX. We were not looking at that yesterday. We are in a very nice uptrend, so we're going to delete all drawings here and start with a new one. Yeah. Start up here. There we go. And I was talking about keeping drawings on here for a while, but they just clutter things up and pull my eyes away from where they should be. So clean them up, keep it clean, and only put pertinent information down that needs attention. So here we have NDX, and we're waiting for an entry. Netflix. Netflix, we have earnings coming up, so we're not going to do anything there. Priceline. Priceline, I don't think we need to worry about earnings. We missed an entry here, so we're going to move this over. We talked about that yesterday. So let's see if we get another opportunity, and we might have another opportunity up here too. So I think we're gonna put them down today for a bear call for this week or next week. I'm not sure exactly. Definitely not doing a 50 on this because it's just too confusing. So we're going to change this color to yeller and look at a 20 just because of the flatness. Currently anyway, we have the 20 and the 50 want to get together here. Alright, Russell, we had them out there yesterday. We were thinking about doing a weekly up here, or one for this week expiration. And so far it definitely looks like it would work out. We're just observing it at the moment. Really, we are in, oh man, I don't know. That's why I would only stay in this for a short period of time. I'm not sure exactly what's going on here with the Russell. We definitely have some nice swings here in prices on the weekly. We're seeing some of that on the daily. Just not sure right now. I'm not sure enough to risk anything on that. And the SPX definitely is in an uptrend. We're waiting for a move down here to let us in. Tesla. We don't have earnings up here. Alright, so we're waiting for, oh, this is strange. Big, fat, red candle, and we still had a green stochastic. That's pretty weird. But we're waiting for a move down here for a 50 delta. But yeah, we need a move up here. We need a move up. So we're just going to wait on Tesla. And V for Visa. Let me get rid of some of this older stuff here. Let's just say we're going to get rid of them all and throw a new one in here. Yeah, well, we have earnings coming up anyway, so we are definitely going to take a pass on that. So all we have for today is Costco and LinkedIn as possibilities. Might be scanning some other stuff, but that's going to be about it. So we get out early today. Isn't that great? I like it. Short list in earnings season. Yeah, it makes for a short video. Alright, that's it for today. Thank you very much for watching. And have a great day and happy trading.